Warriors, welcome to today's very important video. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed already to the Anxiety Guy YouTube channel, please do. And today, it's very important that I share with you these 10 questions that I asked myself over time during the process of healing my anxiety disorder. My friends, let me get you in on what truly happened in this transformational journey. What happened was I was starting to adopt compassion, something I never had for myself. Self-love. I thought that self-love needed to be earned in some way. I thought that self-love had something to do with happiness, where I would do something, I would feel happy, and therefore there would be self-love that came with that. Very untrue. I found that a certain amount of gentleness towards myself and making more mistakes started to arise. I found myself not being so perfect all the time and allowing mistakes to arise in my daily life so that once and for all I could be my authentic self again. The child side that was just itching to come back and live life in a more freeing manner. So today I present to you 10 questions that I asked myself to heal, but questions that you need to ask yourself as well. Question number 1 is, what do I want? What do I want? And I know a lot of people out there are going, well, I want to overcome anxiety. I want to lessen the emotional distress that I feel throughout the day. I want to eliminate these intrusive thoughts. Yeah, I know you want those things, but we need to get very, very specific in terms of what we truly want, number 1. And number 2, we have to stop feeding ourselves all the things that we don't want. You'll notice that when we go on autopilot many times and we're highly unconscious, we're focusing on all the things that we don't want. We don't want to experience a panic attack. We don't want to feel these uncomfortable symptoms of anxiety. We don't want people to disagree with us because if they do, we will have a sense of conflict with them. And in the realm of anxiety, when we're constantly trying to please other people, we cannot have any conflict, of course. But it's not conflict. It's just discussion. So we need to understand, hey, what do I want? What do I want? And I found that the answer to this question came with a very imaginative sense of being. What I mean by that is I started to imagine what I wanted. I want to experience optimal mental, emotional, physical health. All right, Dennis, close your eyes and imagine that happening. I want today to be the kind of day where I take control of my focus and allow my mind to lead my body rather than allowing my body to lead my mind. Oh my goodness, can you imagine starting your day with that kind of intention? So, what do you want? Focus on what you want as you're going through the day. Stop focusing on what you don't want. Question number 2. What are the repeated mental and behavioral habits that keep me anxious? Oh my goodness, Dennis, you're telling me I gotta look myself in the mirror and recognize the mental and behavioral things that I'm doing that's causing me to have this emotional reaction to certain situations? Yes. So what do? You ever thought about it? You ever thought about the fact that you think your way into some emotionally distressing situations? You ever thought about the fact that your actions could be contributing to perceiving the world in a very scary and unsafe manner? It's true. So what are the mental thought patterns and the behavioral actions that you do on a daily basis that makes you anxious? Remember, warrior, this isn't who you are. This is not an identity. It's not a personality. It's not you. This is the artificial version of who you are. You've fed yourself so many anxiety lies in the last couple of years that you started to believe them. And that's the biggest problem, because we tend to put ourselves in a hypnotic place of believing what we tell ourselves constantly as well as what we tell other people. And that's why you're here. Question number 3. What feelings or personal labels from the past haven't I let go of or replaced yet? You know, the saying that time heals isn't necessarily true. If we're waiting for time to heal our past traumas, time to replace those old labels we and other people have fed ourselves, time to replace some of those belief systems, then we're constantly going to be searching, right? We're going to be in the same place over and over again, and these things are in fact going to compound. They're going to get worse over time. So we have to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, hey, what feelings, what labels am I carrying within my mind, body, subconscious that I'm continuing to believe and act upon today, right? Powerful, powerful stuff, because when we were kids, we were told, oh, you're so lazy, right? Oh, you're not good at that thing, right? Oh, you're so ugly, right? You're not capable of doing that. These started to mold who we are today. And whether we consciously see it or it's unconscious, it's there because you're listening to this video. You're going through an anxiety period, a chapter in your life, and we need to look back, resolve certain things in order for us to live in the present future, rather than living in the past present. There's a big difference. What's happening through you becoming more knowledgeable through these YouTube videos, the Anxiety Guide channel, and so forth, is that you're in the process of creation. You are starting to see beyond the labels. You are starting to see beyond those old belief systems. You are recognizing what you're carrying within you that is no longer serving you, because let me tell you something. You cannot end anxiety and then become a new identity. You have to become a new identity in order for you to end anxiety, and this is a key understanding. Number 5, what am I looking to gain from others by keeping my anxiety alive? Oh my goodness. When someone showed me this back in the day, I totally neglected it. I was like, yeah, you've gone over the deep end, mentor. That's not me. I would do anything to overcome this anxiety disorder. And it's true, we would. But we're also looking to gain something from other people. And many times this can be the resistance that keeps us from implementing what we know every single day to heal our anxieties. So many times we look to gain connection or love or encouragement or understanding or direction. We're looking to fulfill these needs through being anxious, through being helpless, through being victims, when in fact we are nothing close to these things. So we must look ourselves in the mirror and say, what am I trying to accomplish with other people by hanging on to my anxiety? Because the only one that's hanging on to it is you. And the only one that can overcome this period of anxiousness is you. Number 6, what must I do starting today to build a healthy relationship with uncertainty and the unknown? And how powerful is this? I mean, this is very, very powerful. When we think about the unknown, when we think about uncertainty, we get this feeling of hesitation, right? I gotta get on that plane? Whoa, no. I have to talk to strangers and create new relationships? No, that's out of my comfort zone, right? I have to resolve my past traumas rather than looking to see if they'll just disappear in time. These are places that really test us. They challenge us. So we must understand that in order for us to heal anxiety for good and create total transformation within us, we have to build a healthy relationship with uncertainty and the unknown. So we begin focusing. We take control of our focus rather than allow our bodies to take control of our focus. And we ask, what's great about the unknown? What am I looking forward to in the unknown, right? Does spontaneousness within me go hand in hand with embracing the unknown, right? Can I put my faith in a higher power, a greater intelligence that resides outside of me in order for me to build a relationship with the unknown? So your relationship with uncertainty must improve. Your relationship and your perceptions over the unknown must improve. They must change, because you're not going to end anxiety until you begin applying what you know. You already know what you need to do, but there's a hesitation and resistance to going there. So we must see beyond that. We must improve on this every single day. The unknown is a very freeing place to be, because it's in line with your authentic self. The part of you that loves mysteries, the part of you that loves adventures, embrace it. Number 7, what is anxiety trying to teach me? Anxiety trying to teach me something, Dennis? I don't think so. But let's go deeper than the initial survival response, right? Let's go deeper than that, my friends. If we allow these chemicals, these neural connections that have been so embedded and so well practiced to run our lives, nothing is going to change on the outside or the inside. So what is anxiety trying to teach me? Anxiety may be trying to teach me that I've got a tremendous amount of suppressed emotion within me based on the traumas that I'm still holding on to from the past. Anxiety is trying to teach me that it's okay to make mistakes. Anxiety is trying to teach me that my inner wounded child is still wounded. And every single time I get a symptom or a feeling or an intrusive thought, I must understand that that is nothing more than the inner wounded child looking for comfort, looking for resolve, looking for direction. Anxiety is unconditional love from a part of you that you truly don't understand well enough yet. And as much as we place a negative meaning over anxiety, anxiety can teach us many, many things if we are in fact open to learning those lessons. So what is it trying to teach you? Take some time today to ponder this. Question number 8. In what ways do I keep thinking and talking myself out of healing? In what ways do I constantly keep thinking and talking myself out of healing? Well, this subconscious mind that carries our core beliefs is very opportunistic. It doesn't want change to occur. So let's say that you have a win, right? A win, a mental win, like, oh, I really replaced one idea with another. Maybe a behavioral win where you expose yourself. Maybe you reframed a past trauma. Whatever it is, it's a win. This opportunistic subconscious part of you will say, yeah, that's a win, but it's not enough, right? It's not enough. That sort of thing, right? Don't get too excited over it because anxiety is right around the corner anyway, right? It's this kind of self-talk that we tend to give more and more attention to and respect and build upon that holds us from healing. It prevents us from becoming the greatest version of ourselves. So in what ways do you constantly think about yourself and this journey, and in what ways do you speak about it to other people that are preventing you from taking bigger steps forward in your life? I promise you, if you look deep into this, you will find the thoughts, you will find the verbal communication with other people that continue to hold you back from implementing what you already know with a full heart. Many times we cannot implement what we know with a full heart until we get over some of those things that we continue to tell ourselves. Number 9, am I seeing my worth as a person? And if not, why? Right? And so I do plenty of sessions and I communicate with a lot of anxiety warriors out there like yourself. And many of them have a very difficult time tapping into their true self-worth. They may be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years of age, and they feel like they didn't accomplish enough. They feel like they didn't do enough to justify feeling pleasant, feeling inner peace, and therefore they're constantly fighting with themselves and the world. So we need to understand, hey, am I seeing my true worth here? The worth and the capability that I bring to this world? Am I seeing it? And if not, why not? Is it because of the same words that other people have fed me from the past? Is it habitual and I've just basically been invested in fear and doubt for way too long? We need to start seeing our self-worth, because your healing journey will only go as far as your level of self-worth. Remember that. And final question, am I still looking for shortcuts to healing? Or am I truly committed to the natural and possibly lengthy process that is healing? No more shortcuts. You're only going to find yourself more frustrated and more anxious. You're only going to doubt yourself more. Stop looking for the band-aids. Stop using words such as coping and managing, and understand that you must enjoy this journey towards the greatest version of you. You must enjoy every single moment that you have the opportunity to respond to your anxiousness or reframe your past traumas. You must enjoy this journey that you're on, because you are in a beautiful transition, my friends. No more shortcuts. This is long term. This is never ending, because once you heal anxiety, you are in the maintenance stage. You are constantly, continuously building good habits upon good habits. And at this point, you're going from the sufferer to the student and on to the teacher. And while you're the teacher, you are simultaneously the student and the teacher in life. Because people want to hear from you, people want to be around you, and I promise you one thing, this anxiety disorder, when we can learn from it, when we can resolve it, will be the greatest thing you've ever experienced in your life. You may not be able to see it right now, but I promise you that feeling and that realization is on the way. Stay with me. Forward together. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Be gentle towards yourselves. Make sure that you pay attention to your wins, because there's no such thing as a small win in healing anxiety. Every win is a big win. Pay attention. Remember that you are more than anxiety. If you have any other questions on the Inner Circle program, head on over to this website right here.